professional at 125. Justin Weaver fought as an amateur at 155. They both started their weight cut at 190.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the LCS catchweight at 150 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the Hydrotex blue corner is a freestyle fighter standing 5'10", weighed in 149.6 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 0 wins, 1 defeat. Representing Black Hole MMA and fighting out of Torrington, Wyoming, Joshua Stonehands Jolley. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the GNC red corner, is a wrestler standing 5'11", weighed in 144.6 pounds. Tonight he's making his amateur debut, training independently and fighting out of Rapid City, South Dakota, Mokoa Runsakis.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're on. The cage door is closed. Oh, they come out to touch. Govs runs against, gets a spinning back kick right against Mr. Jolley. There's no love between these two fighters.
We are quick into action here, and Mr. Jolley
runs against, gets a takedown, runs against in the black and yellow trunks. Jolley in black and red. Runs against, has got side control here. Looks like he's in a guillotine type of position. Jolley just trying to hold on.
I don't feel like there's any real threat in this position he's in right now. I feel like he just needs to let go of that neck.
Agreed. He's going to gas out. It's early. It's a first round. You know, I agree with you. I think you let go of that. You intelligently defend. You try to get away.
Yeah, he just let him take full mount, hanging on to that. You know, the other thing, he could have gone with that good old OSP choke from that, you know, hang on to that guillotine too long.
Runs against here, just laying bombs on Josh Jolley. Short elbow. Oh, runs against, secures the arm. And this is ground and pound 101. He's just securing the arm, stepping over with the knee, throwing short forearms, and then throwing bombs when he secures that hand. Don't get it confused, ladies and gentlemen. These hits are hard.
And Jolley's doing a good job of getting tied up. I'm surprised that the referee didn't try to stand it up a second ago because it's being an amateur fight.
Oh, Jolley sprawls.
Jolley's had enough.
And he turns and faces him. Jolley ends up in a dominant position. Johnny on top. He stands him up.
Jolley's got a pretty bad cut on the inside of his nose.
Runs against, sprawls.
Takes.
Jolley manages to stay upright. He's throwing hammer fists. Time. He's worn. And Jolley loses a point for strikes to the back of the head as runs against, tries to secure a takedown. They touch gloves for the first time in the fight, ladies and gentlemen. And this round one.
Now, see, I find that interesting. Typically, a referee will step and see.
Oh, and we had some vicious elbows.
Typically, a referee will stop and give you a warning for that strike to the back of the head. I just saw like a 12-6 elbow to the back of the head, too, and the referee didn't say anything.
Yeah, well, I saw runs against look at the ref and kind of, you know, in disbelief. Runs against really struggling to get this takedown. And that's the end of the round. What do you call that? 2 takedowns for sure for runs against, yeah?
Yeah. That's I think I'm going to call that a 9-9 round.
Yeah.
We'll see where that point comes in later. See, the referee needs to be over there talking about watching that elbow, watching that strike to the back of the head, because it's going to cause a lot of issues. They're amateurs. You know, they don't know real well, but you know, this is kind of that spot that I don't necessarily agree with them allowing elbows in the amateurs. In Kansas stuff, they don't. Typically, I'm fine with it, especially if you're from a mounted position. But if you're from a position like that and you're dropping an elbow onto the back of the head, you can cause a lot of damage if you don't know what you're doing.
When we talk about elbows, too, you know, one of the main rules is that 12 o'clock angle. You know, they have to come bladed. That's one of the things we see Eddie Alvarez struggle with quite a bit in the UFC and now in 1FC, as he likes that 12 to 6 elbow. And we're back with round 2.
Yeah,
runs against again, trying to secure that takedown. But Jolley scrambles. He stays on his feet.
That 12 to 6 elbow to me is something weird. You know, they say that they got put in because people were breaking bricks with their elbow. So I don't necessarily, but it's that back of the head thing. It's that unable to defend the back of your head. That's where it gets kind of scary there.
And runs again. Gets a takedown. Jolley scrambles, stands back up. Runs against, has got his back. Jolley trying to turn and face him. They're in the clinch here. Jolley swinging for the fences here. Oh.
And Jolley thought about a soccer kick there. He stopped himself.
Yeah, I'm glad he did. We'd have had a DQ for sure. Oh, and it looks like runs against is covering up here. What's going on? Jolley inflicting his will, just throwing bombs. And that fight is over, ladies and gentlemen. The ref steps in and calls it. Second round, TKO. Mr. Josh Jolley.
Runs against his disbelief looking at the ref about jabs to the back of his head.
Well, I just, you know, I honestly, that should have stopped a little bit earlier. I mean, when he got down there and wasn't making any movement at all.
I agree.
I think that's when the ref should have stopped. This is an amateur fight. It's not a professional fight. Let's not let these kids get out there with a concussion or anything. Unnecessary.
Speaking of concussions, we got a wonderful medical staff on hand here tonight with the Valley Ambulance Services. So we know that all of our fighters are in great hands tonight. You know, God forbid should anything.
So here you go. Here's where he thought about that soccer kick. And he decided to start wailing on him. See, those ones I can give him. You know, he is defending himself by giving him the back of the head. It's when he's in a position where he can strike somewhere else and isn't not moving the back of the head into the shot that I have a problem with it.
The real question is how much did those elbows in that first round, how much did that take it out of runs against?
1 minute, 5 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, Joshua Stonehands Jolley.
And Josh definitely being classy, raises the hand of the